Anything that is going to be on by default does not have brackets. So you can turn off a feature by filtering it out, which we'll see in a second. And you can turn on a feature that's bracketed by just including it in the command line. So Bluebird coroutines, whatever that is, and I don't know, is not on by default. You can turn that on by adding that as a flag to Babel as you're running it. And of course, all these Babel plugins let you pass flags, so you're going to do the same thing there too. So you'll want to look at the Babel docs and look at the options in Babel to see what these different features mean. But you can find out what ones are supported just by doing Babel -- help, and it will show you. Here's how you remove one, blacklist. So I can blacklist a particular transformer or two. You know, I want to get rid of ES6 spread and ES6 regex Unicode. And then it won't do those transformations for me. Or I can whitelist ones that aren't on by default, right? And ultimately, the goal would be, as eventually all your browsers go into green territory, you don't need to transpile that feature anymore, so you turn off the transpiling of a particular feature. That seems to me to be a lot of low-level work, but here's the reason why you want to turn some of these features off. If you're doing some feature that requires like a real replacement of the guts of JavaScript, like a tail recursion. Tail recursion is the ability to not use the stack when doing a recursive function, right? It's a way of almost like doing loops. And so to do that in JavaScript now, they basically have to generate basically a recursive function. So although it lets you look like it works, you blow the stack. The only trick is I think Babel lets you, as long as the function that's being recursed is the exact same function you started with, if it's the same function you're going through, it can do it with basically almost like a goto, and it won't blow the stack. But if it's another function you're doing it with somehow and it can't figure out it's the same function, it will use a stack